back. Welcome to our PBN family. Welcome back. Another episode of Old School Cops presented by PBN. We got the three-man squad today. We got the OG cop, now DEA agent, and retired, still in the from the community. We got my boy Shane, uh, commander of the SWAT team, Red Dog operator. You got myself, undercover officer, Federal Task Force. Look, got a bunch of experience, different experience, diverse experience. You send a video and we'll give you our unbiased assessment. We handed out accountability on everybody. I'm glad somebody sent this video in, and this is real education to officers and actual civilians. And the reason why is I want you guys to understand, right? When officers tell you to do something and their alert level is really high, I need you to understand you're looking at a person who's seen a lot of these videos. So they don't know whether you are this guy in this video that executed that cop or not. So the more you kind of cooperate with the officer, the better the outcome is going to be, because you take that threat level away. Like just putting the dome light on, rolling the windows down, just being cool. Don't make no quick movements, because in training, right, they really want you to understand how dangerous, right, the job can get at times. You got some guys go through their whole 20 plus years and never pull a gun. And then you got guys that come out, they won on the job and they pull a gun. You never know who you coming in contact with. The officer, rest his soul, right? But I've seen a lot of tactical mistakes that he made, right? So when you see the officer, you getting involved and you become a subject of a stop when it comes down to officer. Understand, right? This guy that has stopped you have seen 1,000 of these videos to stay alive, to go home. You hear officers all the time talking about I want to go home every night. He's seen a lot of these videos. So his alert level is always constantly high. So you need to understand when you're dealing with these officers, this is the type of thing that is going on in his head. So please, your fight is not on the side of the road. Take your ticket, take whatever it is, and take your fight to the courtroom if you feel like you've been done wrong. Because this is what he's seen. He's seen over and over again. And he wants to go home. So his alert level, you will make that a lot harder if you just don't cooperate. You give them a hard way to go. So please, we want everybody to go home, not just officers. We want civilians to go home. So please take your fight to the courtroom. Go ahead, OG.
Man, there's not much you can say about this situation. It's part of the reason why I never approach cars. Not by myself. When I was by myself, I just made them get out and come to me, and I use the door as a shield most of the time. I'm not going to say I pull my gun every time, but the driver, I need you to turn the car off, pull the key out of ignition, and walk back here towards me, especially on the midnight shift. Now, day shift's a different issue. Having a partner there is different, but I never approached the car, never, because well, if a guy was in there sleep drunk, I did that. But most of the time, if they were driving, traffic stop or whatever, I didn't approach the car. In this situation, he was DOA, man. This guy knew what he was going to do from jump, and that's the scary part. Is you do all this training. They tell you to stop at the bumper. You know what I'm talking about? And they tell you sometimes to cross over and go to the passenger side instead of the driver's side. All kind of tricks that you can do, And then you use your flashlight to see what you can see if the back of the window's not tinted, that kind of thing. Put your hands out the door, out the window, that kind of thing. There's all kind of maneuvers you can do to try to make it safer for yourself. But unfortunately, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And I'm not going to lie to you. There's been a couple of times I closed my eyes. I thought it was over. A couple of bad traffic accidents and stuff like that I didn't think I'd survive. But you just gotta pray and hope that in taking the chances that you take that that it's not going to be that bad. But nowadays, everybody's got a gun. Everybody's got a gun. So now what do? You can't ask them in Georgia if they have a permit to carry a gun. Do you have a gun on you? Do you have permit? You can't ask them that question. So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Got to be a brave man to be the police, though. If you're not brave, don't come out here. Don't waste your time. Go do the paperwork. But if you think you got it, come on and just know that sometimes you gotta. Well, I put it this way: I treat people the way they want, the way I want to be treated. Once you cross the line, your behind is mine. That's all I'm gonna say.
I totally agree with you, OG. I just think the tactics was bad from the beginning.
Yep.
My first thing when I was on the force and I'm approaching a car, the first thing I'm looking at is that mirror. That mirror is going to tell me everything that's going inside. I don't care what you got tinted out. The mirror is always turned towards the driver or always turned towards the passenger. I peek in that mirror, I get an idea what's going on. Him going on the passenger side. If you notice, as he was walking, he had his head down. Situation witness wasn't there. He wasn't looking around. I agree with you too, OG, that when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But this could have been avoided. You call for additional units, like you said. Hey, put your hands out, driver. Put your hands out the window. Put your keys out on top of the hood. I used to do a lot of things at night. I worked the midnight shift. I was on the football team. There's a lot of things you have to do because your awareness is heightened. But this guy didn't do anything close to even trying to protect himself, or it was just bad. It was just bad all around. I'm very sad that this happened to this officer, but that's why we gotta be very careful. If you're new in the force, or even a veteran, you have to be very careful. Situational awareness is key, because the moment you slip, that's your life. We don't get a second life. We're done. So you gotta be very, very, very careful. And like my brother Joe said, if we're on the other side, a civilian, and we ask you to do something, just follow along, because as Joe mentioned at the outset, we see so many in service. We see so many things all the time. And the higher you rank up, you get even more training and you see more egregious things. So if something's wrong, please comply, and then like Joe said, take it to court. A lot of civilians are winning cases in courts. If you felt was done wrong, but the goal is for you to get home safely and the officer to get home safely. That's the best way I could put it, Joe.
Yeah, 100%. Yo, listen, we telling it like it is, man. We telling it. We giving y'all enough information to where y'all can make it home. Like we've been on both sides. All of us had bad outcomes when it come down to police. We've all had. OG got arrested. So when we telling you, we understand. We from the community. We've been victimized by bad policing, and then we went into policing that actually difference, make a change. People say, "Oh, why would you want to join?" Yo, just think about if we're there versus Officer Pantaleo, you got a fair shot. You have no fair shot. So our fair presence is giving back to our community. We're in our community policing. You ain't dealing with a Pantaleo. You're dealing with who understands you, who assess the danger levels, who knows when something ain't looking right. A whole lot to that. At the end of the day, take your fight to the courtroom. Please, people, get home safe. See you next video.